I was planning to contact Radha Madam also. Am I audible?
Yes, yes. You are audible.
Okay, thank you. Uh, Good afternoon, all. Today we have organized a webinar. The topic is on women health and wellness, and we are glad to have with us uh, Dr. Jissi Laju. Madam is a principal of Jesse Jacob. Madam is a principal of Narayan Hrudayalaya College of Nursing, and she has graduated from Manipal College of Nursing, Manipal. Her post graduation in medical surgical nursing from Ramakrishna College of Nursing, Coimbatore, and she has completed her MPhil from Manipal College and PhD in nursing from National Consortium for PhD Nursing under INC, and she is a life member of TNAI and Nursing Research Society of India. She has organized various national and state level conferences and workshops. She has published several papers in international and national journals, and but she has a vast experience in nursing, both in clinical and teaching field. That is 25 years of experience, and we are very glad to have you, madam, on this platform in IGNO on this webinar. And this webinar we have organized because on the women health issues, because we planned this on a Women's Day, but due to Mahashivratri holiday, we thought that we'll have it. And Madam was also available today, and she was in a tight schedule. She has taken time for us. Unfortunately, today our regional director is in some other meeting. She is not able to join. But on behalf of my colleagues, Dr. Hema Malini, Dr. Shanmugam, and other staff of the IGNO Regional Center, I welcome you all to this webinar. And I welcome you, madam. And I request you to kindly enlighten us on your topic of health and wellness among the women. Thank you, ma'am. Madam. हाँ madam, can you share your PPT, ma'am?
Second. Is it visible?
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, very good afternoon to everyone. And first of all, I thank Dr. Radha and Dr. Kasturi and all administrative staff of IGNO for giving me this opportunity. And as Madam mentioned, on the occasion of Women's Day, which we have celebrated on March 8th, and I am giving a talk on women's health and wellness. So, in this year, the International Women's Day theme was Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Anyway, I'm not going much detail into the current theme. My topic is health and wellness of women. Not moving. Still screen share. 1 second. I think screen is not moving. Is the screen is moving or it is in the same?
No, ma'am, it was not moving. Now we can't see the screen.
Oh, okay, I'm just trying. One second. Network issue. Please excuse me. Actually, 1 second I need. I think the screen is not moving. 1 second.
Yeah.
Screen not moving. Audio.
It's visible, ma'am, now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. So, the present year's the theme was International Women's Day. Theme was invest in women and accelerate the progress. So, our topic for today's discussion is women's health and wellness. So, why women's health is a concern? So, from family to careers, typically most of the women give least importance to their health. And there are 5 medical conditions that are of great concern for every woman. They are heart diseases, breast cancer, osteoporosis, depression, and autoimmune diseases. And for that, no prevention is better than always cure. So certain essential screening test we can do so that we will be able to prevent some of the diseases. So one of the most cancers that affect the women is breast cancer, and for that we can have mammography and ultrasound. When we speak to mammogram, women between the age of 40 to 54 years, they can start screening with the mammogram and they need to repeat it in every year. And when they are in the age of 55 and older, mammogram can be done in every 2 year or it can be yearly as well. Another most common cancer that affect the women is cervical cancer. So for that, the screening test is nothing other than the pap smear. So how often we need to do the pap smear screening? For 21 to 24 years old, no screening is required. But 25 to 29 years, either HPV test every 5 years or HPV or PAP or test in every 5 years can be done. Or if it is PAP test means it can be in every 3 years. For women belongs to the age of 30 to 65 years, HPV test every 5 years or HPV, that is human papilloma virus test, or PAP core test in every 5 years can be done, or PAP test in every 3 years. For women age 65 years and above, no screening if a series of prior tests were normal. So these are the pap smear scanning. This is from the National Cancer Institute. And cervical cancer and we were talking about the how to screen it, and there are also vaccines are available. That is nothing other than the HPV vaccination. So the cervical cancer, the most common virus caused by causing the cervical cancer is human papilloma virus. And currently, no, there are two vaccines are available to prevent cervical cancer. One is Gardasil and another one is Cervarix. And it is best for women under the age of 26, that is before their first intercoitus, the thing. And the vaccine do not protect against all the cancer causing strains of HPV. See, there are around 40 types of variants or strains are there for the human papilloma virus. But these vaccines, for example, Gardasil 9 means it will protect around 9 variants of the human papilloma virus, and those are the most common strains causing the cervical cancer. And we can also do pap smears, and so that early detection and better treatment we can start in the beginning. Another problem which will affect the women is nothing other than the osteoporosis. It is the thinning of the bone so that they will become more fragile. So we can do the bones density scans, and if it is found that it is we are having osteoporosis, we can have some calcium and vitamin supplements, as well as the diet rich in calcium and also vitamins supplements can be taken. So, as I said, adequate dietary intake of calcium and vitamin D is very essential for bone health, and about 1200 milligram of calcium per day in regular diet is needed for a woman. And calcium rich foods, as you know, the foods rich in dietary products like milk, yogurt, and cheese, etc., contains calcium. Egg, then vitamin D, the main natural source is sunlight. If other sources are, it is a fat soluble vitamin, cheese, and nuts, etc., contains vitamin D. Another cancer is commonly seen is nothing other than the skin cancer. So we need to have a look for any moles or any wart, any changes in the wart or mole that need attention. And another type of cancer is seen is colorectal cancer. For that, the first sign maybe we may have change in the bowel and blood, the bowel movements. So diarrhea, constipation, etc. We need to look, and if any symptoms are present, colonoscopy need to do. And blood pressure is another concern. As you all know, 120 to 120 by 80 mm of Hg is considered as normal. 120 to 139, that is systolic blood pressure, and 80 to 89 diastolic blood pressure indicates that you are in a pre-hypertensive stage. If your systolic BP is more than 140 and the diastolic blood pressure is above 90 for 3 consecutive reading, you are having the high blood pressure. Another concern is the high cholesterol level. So the total cholesterol level should be under 200 milligram per deciliter. In cholesterol also we have LDL, that is low density lipoproteins, and HDL, that is high density lipoproteins. LDL is a bad cholesterol. See, low density lipoprotein. So here the density means the protein level in LDL will be low, and in HDL high density lipoproteins. That means the protein content in HDL will be high. So HDL is good for heart and or for the better health. LDL we need to reduce. And the foods that contain HDL are avocado, beans, then oily fish, and then nuts, olive oil, etc. contains omega-3 fatty acids, and that can really improve your high density lipoproteins. And LDL means we need to have minimum amount only, and it should be lesser than 100 milligram per deciliter. So to keep it a minimum, we need to reduce certain food items such as red meat, then fried food, bakery items, etc. So LDL, we need to, these kind of food items we need to reduce, and we need to increase the foods which are high in HDL. Another problem is diabetes mellitus. As you know, there are different types of diabetes mellitus. The most common types are type 1. It is also known as juvenile diabetes mellitus. It occurs before the 40 years of age. And type 2, that is most commonly seen after 40 years. And gestational diabetes, which is seen during the pregnancy. And women are also at risk for cataract, that is any injury or any exposure to sunlight, or maybe senile. So age related cataract also can occur. Then if we have diabetes mellitus and hypertension, retinopathy, that is the damage to the nerves can happen. And also glaucoma, that is the high intraocular pressure. So vitamin D deficiency also very most commonly seen. Vitamin D and calcium are very much important for bone health. So if vitamin D deficiency is there, the people, we will have different bone pains and also muscle pains, and even we may feel very tired. So we may have to take more vitamin D rich food, for example, cheese, butter, then fortified milk, fish, etc. And even nuts contain a lot of vitamin D, and more than everything, sunlight is the main source of vitamin D. And calcium and vitamin are very much important for bone health, and for better calcium absorption we need vitamin D. That is what previously, you might have seen that calcium supplements separately they were giving. Now most of the supplements, it is a combination of vitamin D and calcium. The reason is that vitamin D helps in better absorption of calcium. And other autoimmune diseases are rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, lupus, thyroid diseases, then type 1 diabetes mellitus, etc. Are also seen. That means autoimmune means our own antibodies will attack our own cells, autoimmune. So no matter what age or what stage we are, and eat healthy, be active, and managing our stress, and necessary supplements. See, sometimes everything we may not get it through the diet. So as the age and our condition, we may have to take supplements like calcium, vitamin D, etc. So in the first part, I was talking about what are the common diseases that will affect, that can affect the men. It does not mean that these are the diseases only that women will be affected. Men are also affected, since this talk is on the context of Women's Day. I was focusing on the women. So we have seen what are the diseases that will affect the women. Now we will see how we can improve the wellness in women. One is eat a healthy diet. That means we need to eat plenty of vegetables in diet. Vegetables in the sense it will contain lot of vitamins and minerals and also lot of fibers, and also have fruits daily. No need to go for very high-fi fruits, but you can have seasonal fruits which is available in the season. At least make sure that some fruits you eat in a day, and also choose whole grains. So that whole grains means it will have the brands and more fibers, and even the brands contains more vitamins, especially vitamin B12 and all. So choose whole grains, and also unflavored dairy foods. So dairy foods are rich source of vitamin D, calcium, etc. And red meat is not good for heart, so you can reduce the red meat, and other type of meats you maybe select. And if you are a non-vegetarian, you can opt for fish which contain omega-3 fatty acids. So that is what to opt for. Healthy proteins such as fish, and legumes also contains a lot of vitamins and minerals such as zinc and also fish. Eat home cooked meals and order less fast food. See, home cooked food means may not be very tasty as that of a fast food, but the contents in that are more healthier than the fast food. Fast foods contain lot of LDL cholesterol, and also they may add so many other flavoring. For flavor, they may add lot of chemicals, and also for appearance, they may add something, colors, etc. And next is, so one is regarding the diet, we need to be conscious. Second is exercise. So we are not asking everybody to go to gym and to do very high-fi exercises, but at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise, maybe a brisk walking, can be helpful for you all to improve your health. Especially it says that it will reduce the BP and also heart attack and stroke. See, in this one point I wanted to tell you is how much, what should be our pulse level when we walk. See, first we need to calculate our maximum heart rate. How we can calculate the maximum heart rate? 220 is a constant. So 220 minus your age will be your maximum heart rate. See, for example, your age is 50. So your maximum heart rate can be 220 minus 50, that is 170. And the maximum heart rate you cannot do exercise. See, when we do exercise, of course, our pulse rate will be increasing. So maximum heart rate you cannot do the exercise. So we need to have target heart rate. So how will you calculate a target heart rate? So a target heart rate should be 60 to 70 percentage of your maximum heart rate for a beginner, and for an advanced person, that means who are regularly exercising, they can have 70 to 80 percentage of your total heart rate or maximum heart rate. I will repeat once again. In 30 minutes of moderate exercise will be ideal, and in that you need to monitor your pulse, and the maximum heart rate can be, you need to calculate, that is 220 is a constant for everybody, and minus your age. Suppose your age is 50, your maximum heart rate will be 220 minus 50, that is 170. Then you need to find a target heart rate. For example, you got a maximum heart rate as 170. Now you need to calculate the 60 percentage or 70 percentage of that heart rate. How will you calculate? So that means 170 into 60, if it is 60 percentage divided by 100, that means you may get 102. So that up to that you can exercise. Beyond that, please don't go. And if you have that is a standard calculation, but if you are finding any chest pain or if any breathlessness, you may have to take a rest and don't go for uh, further walking. Then check the cholesterol. So cholesterol also, no, like we need to periodically check it. In that different values you will be getting triglycerides, that is the free cholesterol, that should be lesser than 150 milligram per deciliter. HDL, the ideal value will be 40 to 60 milligram per deciliter. LDL, optimum is lesser than 100 milligram per deciliter. And then again cholesterol HDL ratio is there, so all those ratios you need to maintain. So HDL cholesterol is very good for the heart. Again we need to give lot of priorities for the sleep. See, if you are getting adequate sleep, many of the illnesses can be reduced. See, for example, blood pressure, then acidity issues, then what else? Heart diseases, even cancer, etc. To some extent, we can prevent if you have a sound sleep. Many a time, because of the city life and also the job stress and also the pressures in the home, we may not be getting adequate sleep, but some measures we need to practice, and we need to aim at least 7 to 8 hours of sound sleep at night. So sound sleep in the sense, it is not the hours you lie in the bed, how many hours peacefully you will be able to sleep, that matters. Then quit smoking. So smoking, when we talk, there are two types of smoking. One is that we directly take the smoking. Another one is passive smoking. So passive smoking is someone else smoking and we are exposing that smoke. That is also equally dangerous or even more harmful, in the sense it has, when one person is smoking and they are releasing that smoke, it will contain very but minute particles that also can have the equal effect in causing diseases like lung cancer and heart diseases, etc. And you need to keep the blood sugar, blood pressure and also blood sugar under control. Salt intake you need to reduce, and also now like packed foods we need to avoid. Sorry, we need to exercise regularly, and also stress management. See, in stress management, three things are very much important. If you can avoid the stress, you avoid the stress. Sometimes all the stress we cannot avoid. In that case, you have to find an alternative for that. And that also, if you cannot do, you may have to adapt and accept. See, for example, the Bangalore traffic is, it is a nightmare for everybody. So that is quite unexpected, and we cannot avoid that. So as an alternative, what we can do? Maybe we can alternate. Either you start early, or you may choose another route, or if nothing is possible, you may have to adapt and accept it. So like that, in every situation, you may have to do. So with this, I am concluding my topic. Hope it was useful in certain aspects. Not
Uh,
able to-
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible?
Ah, yes, ma'am. Now audible.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation regarding especially the non-conventional disease. As we know, after pandemic, we are seeing slightly the increase of more NC on the people, especially on the women. So we have have mentioned that uh, osteoporosis is in the uh, towards the increasing stage. It was a very useful for the late who are from non-medical. We are students from background webinar. There are few questions related to participants. So I request one by one to put your questions. Before that, madam, question for you. Madam, you told about vaccine.
Madam,
So
your voice is breaking.
yeah, am I audible now? One second, ma'am. I can. Uh, am
Am
I
I
audible
audible
now?
now? Yes, audible, but
Now is it? Am I audible?
yes, yes,
Yeah. So, ma'am, I have one question. The thing is, you told about HPV vaccine. So,
yes.
a woman in the middle age, like 40s and 50s, whether it will be helpful if they take vaccination? Is it recommended?
Yeah, actually, no, like certain vaccines that is um, Gardanil 9, no, even up to the age of 45 to 50, we can